koto ko Rebecca Tukwingwa. Hi everyone, my name is Rebecca and I'm here with another Stamp of Approval book review. The book I have for you today is Followers by Angelo. I really enjoyed this book and I read it super quickly. It jumps between 2015 and 2051. It's set in the United States, and in the more present day sections the country undergoes an event called the Spill. This event is really only hinted at throughout the book, so you don't get bogged down in the details of it. There are really three main characters in the book. There is Orla, who is a blogger in 2015 who has dreams of being a writer but is finding herself kind of stuck where she is. There's her roommate Floss, who desperately wants her 15 minutes of fame. And in the 2051 section you meet Marlo, who is Floss's daughter. As I said, the story jumps back and forth between the time periods, with each chapter focusing on either Orla or Marlo's point of view. With that, it doesn't actually get confusing at any point. I found it quite easy to follow, possibly because the chapters have a bit of meat in them, so you don't feel like you're switching too quickly between storylines. In the 2051 section, Marlo and Floss live in a very strange situation in that their entire town is like this bizarre social media experiment. They're followed all the time by cameras, they're sponsored by things, they're given storylines for their lives. It's really bizarre. And in the 2015 sections you learn about Orla's role in making Floss the internet sensation that she becomes. The whole thing seems kind of like a parable about the dangers of social media and the dangers of constant exposure online, and how this can affect people's behaviors and lives. It's also a really interesting look into the relationships of three different women and how they relate to each other, themselves, the world around them. It's a really well written book, it's a thoughtful book, and I think Angelo does a really good job of highlighting some of the problems with social media and the wider world in general, while also just telling a really good yarn. So this is definitely something I'd recommend. You can learn more about it on the Dunedin Public Libraries website, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you. Bye!